Guys, what's up? Al here from al&em Gaming, and today we're going to be talking everything World Cup. The World Cup has been underway a week now. I think I've watched pretty much every single game I've had a chance. We're going to be looking back at the highlights from week one and discussing my predictions for the rest of the group stage of the World Cup. But before I do that, make sure you go and drop a like down below and leave a subscription if you haven't done already. I'm going to be discussing the surprise packages, who I think's been performing well, obviously who I think's not been performing well in terms of team and player wise. So let's go on and get into that. If we look at Group A to start off with, we have Russia, Uruguay, Egypt and Saudi Arabia. Russia picked up 2 wins. That is a big surprise to me, even though they are the home nation. They have been playing really well. I believe they picked up a 5-0 win against Saudi Arabia. And then they picked up a 3-1 win against Egypt. I think Mo Salah wasn't on form that game. I think they got an own goal to start off with. And then they went on and took and capitalised on that. So they picked up nice 2 wins. Uruguay, on the other hand, they've only won 1-0 and 1-0. I reckon teams like Uruguay are maybe a little bit of a dark horse, because when they get into the knockout stages, that's when they'll start to play properly. And I do fancy Uruguay to go and do very well. But they are a defensive unit, guys. They, as soon as they go 1-0 up, you're going to find it hard to score past them. But look now into Group B. We have got Spain topping the group with 4 points, Portugal on 4 points, and Iran with the surprise package on 3 points. Can Iran qualify from that group and finish second? I'm not sure. I think it is going to be a shootout between Spain and Portugal, who can score the most goals respectively against Iran and Morocco. That Spain and Portugal game, was just a great game to watch, wasn't it? When Cristiano Ronaldo scored that free kick in the last, 88th, 89th minute of the game, he was on fire. He is the GOAT of the tournament. I believe he's playing a lot better than Messi, and it's sort of proven now at the big World Cup tournaments that, he's probably maybe a better player than Messi. Sorry for all you Messi fans, but I do believe Ronaldo has probably overtaken Messi only at the moment. And it's probably not helping that Messi's not playing in the best of teams, is he? But neither's Ronaldo. I don't think Portugal. I don't think Portugal are that stronger side. But I do believe Spain to top the group and Portugal to finish second. Let's go on and have a look at Group C. So we've got France topping the group on 6 points, Denmark on 4, and Australia on 1. Peru have already gone. So this is quite interesting now. France haven't been playing good football, but again, France for the team I fancied before the start of the tournament. And teams in the group stage, maybe aren't playing to their full potential. They're just waiting for this knockout stage, similar to Uruguay. France have scraped a 2-1 win and a 1-0 win, I do believe. If they win that, obviously they top the group. If they draw, they top the group. So they've either got to win or draw in their last game. And France will go through and top that group. Let's have a look at Group D. Croatia topping the group. This group is like horrible for Argentina, isn't it? They have not played well all tournament. Messi's not shown up, whereas Croatia had. They picked up a nice 3-0 win against Argentina. I think they won 2-0 against Nigeria, but that was a massive win for Nigeria yesterday against Iceland. And this group's quite complicated now, isn't it? Nigeria can get something against Argentina for Iceland to progress. There's so many ifs and buts with this group, but I do believe Croatia are going to top that group. Look at the goal difference they've got now. They've already pretty much won the group. I don't think Nigeria are going to qualify. I reckon Argentina have got to score a lot of goals. I don't think they're going to do it. So maybe Iceland with the surprise package. Iceland are a pretty good team, and they are playing Croatia. Croatia haven't got anything on it. They don't really need to win. So I believe Iceland will qualify from that. And I think Iceland are a lot of people's favourite team in this World Cup. I know a lot of my friends are rooting for Iceland. I don't like the way Iceland played. They played a rigid 4-4-2 in the last game. And the way they played against Argentina, fair play to them, they did park the bus. And they did park that bus completely because Messi had no chances in that game whatsoever. Let's go on and have a look at Group E. Who's in Group E? We've got Brazil, Switzerland, Serbia, and Costa Rica. Well, Switzerland did Brazil a massive favour yesterday by getting a late winner. I think Xherdan Shaqiri got the goal in the last minute against Serbia. I did predict Serbia to win that game. Costa Rica have been relegated from that group. There's no chance they can qualify. I'm going with Brazil to top the group. So Serbia have to beat Brazil. The way, again, Brazil, similar to Portugal, similar to France, similar to Uruguay, haven't been playing to the full potential. They did pick up a 2-0 win yesterday, and that makes it sound like they played very well. They didn't. They got a goal in the 91st minute and a goal in the 97th minute. They scraped the win, but they got the job done. That's what all the big teams have been doing. That's what England did to be fair, but we'll get into England in a little bit and how they're going to bring the World Cup home, I do believe. But anyway, let's have a look at Group F. So we've only played one game. These are the games that are being played today. I do believe this video will be going out on Saturday. The Belgium game is just about to kick off in 25 minutes' time. But let's have a look at Group F. The surprise package so far has been Mexico. The way they played against Germany, oh my god, Germany fell to pieces. They've had an emergency meeting, had to call an emergency meeting because their defence in that game was absolutely shocking. Yes, they had so many shots. Yes, they probably should have got something out of the game. But the way Mexico defended in the last 20 minutes, they fully deserved that win. Lozano, he's one of my highlights from week one. He has been absolutely amazing. I tip him to do very well in this tournament and very well in the future. He's a very, very young player. They've got a very young team, full of energy. So I reckon Mexico will finish top of the group, which is going to be a little surprise, isn't it? And Germany will progress and finish second. Let's go on and have a look at Group G. This is England's group. Can we win the World Cup, guys? We've only beaten Tunisia. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but the way we played in that first game, especially in the first half, yes, we dropped off second half, but we still managed to get the job done like all of the big teams. We've been the most impressive team so far, in my opinion, with the style of football we've played. I am very impressed with a lot of our players. We play Panama in our next game, who Belgium beat 3-0. Panama's defence was very, very tight that game. They had to wait until the second half to break them through, and when they did, that's when they went on to go and score for fun. It could have been more than 3-0 in the end. Interestingly, I don't think England will go and do that. I reckon we'll win 1 or 2-0, probably a 1-0. We'll probably have to wait a long time for it, and only then in the second half, I do believe we'll score with the floodgates open. I'm going to go with England to top the group on 7 points, and we're going to win the group on goal difference, was what I said to start off with. You should be full of confidence now after getting that late winner against Tunisia. Harry Kane with the nice nodded header into the back of the net, and all the pubs around England went absolutely mad. Let's have a look at the last group, which is Group H. This, again, is a surprising group. You'd expect Poland and Colombia to be at the top, wouldn't you? Poland to be top, Colombia second, or the other way around. Japan picked up a surprising 2-1 win against Colombia. That was only because Carlos Sanchez, I do believe, got sent off very early on in that game. And in the first half, I can't remember who scored the free kick, but it was a great free kick from Colombia. It went under the wall and into the back of the net. I thought Colombia would go on and win it, even, to be fair, even playing with 10 men in the second half, but it wasn't meant to be. I didn't watch the Senegal-Poland game. I was at a Foo Fighters concert, so I can't tell you much about that. So they are the groups predicted where I think everyone's going to finish. Let's go on and have a look at the fixtures for next week and the upcoming games. So we've got Saudi Arabia and Egypt. They've already been knocked out. I'm going to go with an Egypt win for that one. Uruguay play Russia. That's going to be a shootout for who finishes first in that group. Russia have been for free scoring, free flowing, playing nice football. But Uruguay have a tight defensive unit, whereas Egypt and Saudi Arabia, no offense to them, don't really have that. Russia are going to find them really hard to break down, and that's when I do believe Suarez and Cavani are going to come to the fore in that game. They're going to show the class. They're probably the best partnership at this World Cup, I do believe. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Uruguay, and Uruguay to finish the group top with 9 points. Going on to Group B, guys, who have we got left in this game? We've got Iran versus Portugal on Monday at 7 o'clock, and Spain versus Morocco at the same day at 7 o'clock as well. Obviously, I can't see Iran getting anything at Portugal. If they do, absolutely fantastic for them. They will progress. But Ronaldo's been on form. He is a one-man team, isn't he, really? I do believe he'll take his team through to the knockout stages. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win for Portugal in that game. In terms of the Spain-Morocco game, I can't see Morocco getting anything. I think they've already been knocked out of the tournament. Yes, indeed, they have. So, they've not got anything to play for, really. I'm going to go with a 3-0 win for Spain in that one. Going on to Group C with the remaining fixtures, we've got Australia versus Peru. Can Australia still qualify? Yes, they can if they score a shit ton of goals. I'm going to go with surprise package, maybe Peru to get a 2-1 win. They play nice attacking football. So do Australia, though. It could be an open game. There could be lots of goals in that one, to be fair. And that's being played on Tuesday the 26th at 3 o'clock. Also being played on that day at 3 o'clock is Denmark-France. France now have to show what they are made of. They've got to either draw or win to top the group. It's going to be a boring game. It's going to be all France. France play such slow football, man. They just pass the ball around. They need to have a bit of tempo. If they have a bit of tempo, they win that game easily. I'm going with a 2-0 win for France in that game. Let's have a look at Group D, and this is where all of the different scenarios come into play. Iceland versus Croatia. Iceland can still qualify. These games have been played at 7 o'clock on Tuesday, the 26th of June. I'm going to go with Croatia, probably being the team of the tournament other than England and Mexico, in my opinion. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Croatia and Mandzukic. Mandzukic hasn't showed up yet, but I've always liked the kid. Mandzukic to score and Croatia to win 2-1 in that game. Argentina need to beat Nigeria. There's no doubt about it. They've got to romp it. You know, Nigeria can still qualify. Them picking up the win yesterday against Iceland opens up a can of worms. But I do believe Argentina will pick up the win in that game, and it has to be a strong and heavy win. Otherwise, a big surprise, Argentina will be going home. But they will finish second, which is mean they're going to get a giant in the round of 16. I do believe that will either be it'll be France if they top the group. So I do believe France will play Argentina. Let's have a look at Group E with the remaining fixtures. We've got Serbia and Brazil, and Switzerland, Costa Rica. Costa Rica have already gone, so it's between the two. Again, I want Brazil to show up. I think they're a good team. They played nice football, not similar to England, but nice tiki-taka football. I do like watching Brazil play. Again, Serbia have got good players. They've got the guy from Fulham, whose name's evading me at the moment, Milinkovic-Savic, who's going to be an amazing player when he's older. He needs to come to the Premier League. But I'm going to go with a 3-1 win for Brazil. These teams have now got to start showing up, and Switzerland will beat Costa Rica 1-0 because Costa Rica have already gone. They can't do anything. I do believe Switzerland will win that game and give themselves a chance. Let's go on to Group F, and there's a few fixtures here today because the fixtures are being played today and tomorrow before round 3 starts. We've got South Korea and Mexico being played today. I've already said I fancied Mexico. I'm going with a 2-0 win for Mexico to win that one. Germany play Sweden later on. I'm going to go with a 3-0 win for Germany. They need to pick up a win in that game. And then on Wednesday, the 27th of June, Germany plays South Korea. I'm going to go with a 3-0 win for Germany. Germany need to show up now, guys. And Mexico, Sweden, I'm going to go with a draw for that one. I'm going to go with 1-1 in that game. So they are my predictions for Group F. Let's go on and get into Group G. We've got 2 more groups left to go through. Belgium played Tunisia today. I think I said that was going to be 2-0 earlier on. I'm going to stick with that. England play Panama tomorrow. I said that's going to be 1 or 2-0 either way. Not either way. 1 or 2-0 to England. Let's get that straight. Panama aren't getting anything out of that game. And then England play Belgium, the big game, on Thursday, the 28th of June. And I reckon that's going to be a draw. I reckon we're going to draw 1-1 with Belgium, either finish first or second in the group. Panama then play Tunisia at the same time. Nothing on that game. I'm going to say that's going to be the first 0-0 of the tournament, guys. There is nothing to play for in that group whatsoever. Let's have a look at Group H. Again, there's fixtures being played tomorrow, and then on Thursday we've got Japan-Senegal. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Senegal. Poland and Colombia, you'd expect them to be near the top. Either side to win 2-1, so either Poland to win 2-1 or Colombia to win 2-1. And then the final fixtures of the group stage have been played on Thursday, the 28th of June at 3 o'clock. And I'm going to go with a Poland win to beat Japan 2-0 and a Colombia win to beat Senegal 2-1. I'm really enjoying this World Cup, guys. Leave a like if you are as well. And obviously subscribe if you are new. Can England take it all the way? I'm really hoping so. We'll either get whoever finishes first or second in Group H, which is the group with Poland, Colombia, Senegal and Japan. At the moment, Senegal and Japan are at the top. If we play one of them, you'd expect us to get through to the quarterfinals, which is, I think, our minimum targets before the start of the tournament. So Gareth Southgate will have done his job. But they are my predictions and highlights for the World Cups up to now so far. If you want me to do a live reaction of the England games, I'm going to be watching the England game in on Sunday. I could take my camera to a pub when we go to the pub on Thursday and do a live cam sort of reaction. If you want to see that, leave a like and subscribe if you are new. But for now, this is Al signing out from al&em Gaming, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. See you later.